Eddie's on Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. Coach, man,
I got to show up for this.
I know, right?
No, it's good.
You've said it several times in the other shows. It's a game of bounces, and the ball didn't bounce quite our way this time. And I'm going to say we had another couple bad calls that could have been game changers. Am I wrong?
It doesn't change the game. First of all, we played like trash. So let's
all right.
We just didn't play well. We didn't do well on our points after touchdowns. You know, even when we went for two, it wasn't all kicking. We went for two twice, didn't get it, and one of the 2-point conversions, they ran back for a pick.
Right.
But what's crazy is we scored 9 offensive touchdowns. They scored 7 offensive touchdowns, and we lost
by 1.
Because so those other little things that you're mentioning, they matter.
Right.
They add up. As far as the calls in the game, the officials don't win or lose games. They never do. I've never sat there. I'm not that coach. Coaches that do that are sorry.
Well, okay, and I appreciate the fact that, we should have never been there.
The official calls don't cost you games, okay? There's too much that goes on in a football game. But if you don't know a basic rule as an official, that's a problem.
Sure.
That's a problem.
And we've had a few of those.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, and here's the thing. I mean, everybody has repercussions, and you know, but we have a great head of officials in Joe Clarkson. He is as good as I've seen.
So we're learning. We're getting.
You know, you only do so much, and you know, Joe knows what I'm talking about. So.
Okay, cool.
But they're getting there.
Well, we're gonna do something new. I got some highlights for this game, and I thought what we do is talk through some highlights.
Sure. First quarter came out, the first drive, they go right down with the ball and we stop them. That's huge in arena football.
Sure.
Get a stop, we get the ball, we drive down. There's a huge run by Connor Blount on a pass protection breakdown. He runs it down to the 2-yard line. We goose it, which is what I call goose, where we just kind of silent count the quarterback. And we jump up, and I'm thinking, here we go.
Yeah.
They come down and hit us on a 1-play touchdown, which is a whole nother issue we're solving. And then we go right back down the field and score, and we go up 12-7. The problem is we missed both extra points.
Right.
And something in my gut, sitting at 12-7, said, you know, that's going to matter.
That's going to matter.
Unfortunately, because I just felt the way the game was going a little bit. Then we get to the second quarter, and the main thing the second quarter stands out is Connor running out to the wall and getting hit and getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know, you lose the top quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
So now you're sitting week 1, we lose the offensive specialist and the best return guy there is. Week 2, you lose Jeremiah Price, our defensive specialist.
Yeah.
And you lose Khalil McLean,
yeah,
top receiver in the league, coming off 5 touchdowns. And then week 4, you lose your starting quarterback. And you still only lose by 1 point.
And I'm going to say this. People are going to start calling you the quarterback whisperer because you got to have something going on.
Well, you know, we didn't go out and sign a big-name quarterback that everybody thought we needed to do. We found a diamond in the rough who's unbelievable.
Yeah.
As good as there is. He was leading the league in every category.
Yeah.
And then he goes down. I got a walk-on you're going to meet tonight at Florida State named Eddie Brill that has learned the system, that is smart. Then all of a sudden he comes in.
And what were his stats?
He threw 7 touchdown passes.
I'm saying.
As a backup. Now, I'm telling you right now,
coming off the bench.
There's not a backup in this league that's going to come in and drop 7 touchdowns.
And he's got to be ranking pretty high as a, I mean, just coming off the bench.
And here's the thing about Eddie. Very, very smart with the game. But you're talking about a guy that's got 2.5 quarters of experience. And he just threw 7 touchdown passes.
So
there's a lot of upside, but he's not there yet. That's what's scary. He's not to where, he's not even to that level yet, but he had some success.
Well, that's good.
He came out second half with a chance to have the ball on the opening drive. We fumbled on the 2-yard line.
Right.
That really just kept digging the hole, man.
Right.
I mean, we had a chance to tie it up, get our crowd behind us, play good defense. We fumbled on the 2, then they one-play us for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And it just took all the wind out. But luckily, as we go through the third quarter, Eddie comes out, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Some quick touchdowns to Solomon, Stoshak, who had an outstanding game. Gets us into the fourth quarter. We go in the fourth quarter and get a really big stop with a field goal. We go down and score. We're down by 5.
Yeah.
So I go for 2 to make it down by 3. They pick it off, run it the other way. So instead of being down by 3, we're down by 7. And I'm like, I mean, we kept fighting and fighting. And
well, that's the Sharks' way. We didn't give up.
And so it looked kind of bleak, but they had the ball. We're down by 7. And they've got the ball with a minute left in the game.
Yeah.
We need to stop them on a first down or the game's over, and we did.
Right.
We did. We get the ball. We score on 4th down. It was a great play by Eddie. Great play by Stoshak.
We keep saying Stoshak's name week after week after week. We're going to have to get him in here.
We have to get him in here.
Because he
had 5 touchdowns and 13 catches.
Right.
So.
And is he MVP of this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he scores the touchdown with 10 seconds on the clock. I'd already told the team at halftime, because of the way it was going, we're playing with a backup quarterback, I'm not kicking. We'd already missed a couple kicks.
Right.
I'm not taking a chance for a tie. I'm just not. So I went for 2. Hey, the play worked at practice. If it had worked, I'm a genius. It doesn't work, it's the worst play call ever. I get it's part of the job. I remember when I watch NFL.
I'm glad it's not me to make
I get it. It's part of the game. Look, if fans are arguing about it and they're talking about it from an entertainment standpoint,
sure.
Whatever.
Okay.
Everybody's going to question the call, especially when you spend all week working your job and don't watch any film.
Yeah.
And then you watch 4 quarters of football and
with a beer in your hand.
with a beer. Yeah. But hey, good. It's good for the sport. I love it. The good thing about it is this. Now I know that play didn't work, which it worked in practice. I won't run it down the road.
Sure. Process of elimination.
Process of elimination. I would like to have it, but it did. But it's 50-50. Darn if you do, darn if you don't. And it just didn't work out. But what's crazy is I knew in the back of my mind we still had 2 chances to score.
Yeah.
I told the kicker, I said, you got to make this deuce. You make the deuce, we win.
Well, the fan interference thing.
Well, he missed the deuce by 3 feet, but the ball dropped.
Yeah.
We have a chance to tackle him in the end zone for a point.
Yeah.
Fan grabs the ball. But I'm out of challenges because I have no timeouts left.
Yeah. So again, ball bounced the wrong way that time.
But
if
you're at the game and you're watching it, I want to win. I want to win more than anybody. I want to win in the Shark Tank more than anybody. I get it. No team in the league is dealing with the injuries, the amount of injuries we're dealing with.
To key players.
To key players. I turned the ball over 4 times. We have 4 missed point after touchdowns, and we still only lose by 1.
Yeah.
If those roles are reversed, and I have those breaks, I'm beating you by 30.
Yeah.
Easy. But we didn't, and I got to take it. We got to come up with solutions. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what I think will help you out is a cold beer and these jerk wings. The smell from them is crazy.
If you haven't been to Island Wings, you don't know what you're missing. Everything they have is outstanding, and that smelled great when I sat down. The shrimp.
Oh, the Caribbean shrimp.
The Caribbean shrimp's outstanding. I got the munchies today. Is great. $6 munchies.
Okay.
Between I think 3 and 7.
Oh, that's what you were having over
I was
there.
having the chili with chips and the cheese quesos for my son Jet.
So I think that's a good place for me to kick it over to a break, and we'll come back with some more fun Sharks right after this.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal. Your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com.
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard for another episode of Shark Bites. And I've got Eddie Brill with us today.
How's it going, man?
Man of the hour, dude.
I don't know if I would say that, but thank you.
Well, hey, nobody likes to see somebody go down and get hurt. But when that does happen, it's awesome to have somebody like you to come off the bench and do what you did. How many touchdowns did you have?
I had 7.
7.
Yeah.
As the backup.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
No, it
could have gone worse.
It didn't suck at all. So talk to me about it, because this is what, your second game?
No, I played 1 snap against Fayetteville. I had the QB sneak, so I went 1 for 1 in that game. But this is my first real experience.
Real game.
Yeah, and it was.
That's crazy.
It was pretty incredible, man. It was like you said, you never like to see a teammate in a front go down like that, but had an opportunity to step up and kept us in the game.
That's awesome. Talk to me about it. How did it feel going? I mean, because you didn't have a whole lot of time to do things. And
yeah, so it was, obviously the Shark Tank fills up, even on a Sunday afternoon.
Right.
So that was, I'd be lying if I said there weren't some jitters.
A little bit of nerves.
It seemed like a pretty big stage, but I think I was ready for it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things you dream of, man.
Yeah.
Like you finally get that opportunity, you're down by 16, like, can you come back? You know? Can you bring a team up? So it was great to feel that, you know.
But you really did put the team on your shoulders and sort of, it worked out well except for that last little bit.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we took a shot on that last play,
Yeah.
right? And thankfully talk about an incredible supporting cast.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
Those guys around me are next level. And it makes my life a lot easier than it could
Well,
be.
you got some great
you know?
receivers.
Oh, next level, man.
I mean,
Stoshak, Cam, Jordas, of course, and he's got Terry.
Yeah.
You could go top
Very
to bottom.
deep, yeah, very deep.
We are so deep.
Yeah.
At just about every position, but especially at the skill position.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta love that, right?
Oh, man.
So talk to me about the transition from the outdoor game to the indoor game for you.
Yeah, so that's something that I didn't expect to be as drastic as it was, right? Everything feels 2 or 3 times as quick.
Right.
Obviously, you don't have the opportunity to run for 100 yards.
Right.
But everything happens so fast.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like I had to kind of get adjusted to, especially early on. Because you can practice all you want.
Yeah.
But until those guys are really trying to hurt you, they're not nearly as fast.
Right.
So yeah, I'd say it's a lot quicker. More often than not, you're kind of trusting that your guys are going to get to certain spots versus throwing to receivers. So that's another thing I had to adjust to. But
throw into the space instead of the guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but I love it. I didn't expect it to really love it as much as I have. You know.
So are the reads that much quicker?
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't have the time to. Everyone's on top of you. So you'll have maybe a second and a half, 2 seconds to know what you're going to do with it, and if not, you better know how to run. You know. So
yeah.
It's been pretty
and
cool.
running's, is that something you like to do?
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not against it.
Right.
You know.
But
my priority, I'm not as fast as Cam and Jensen and Jordan, so I prefer to get the ball out of my hands. But if push comes to shove, I'd like to think I could at the very least.
Very cool. So, what do you think about things moving forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, we hope Connor gets back healthy as quickly as he can.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. But moving forward, I mean, we're taking a day at a time. You know, I mean, Coach Gibson, I can't sing his praises enough. He prepares us like none other.
I called him in the earlier segment. I said you're a quarterback whisperer because
I'd say so.
Rookie quarterbacks,
Yeah.
you guys are top of the league when it comes to touchdowns and receptions and percentages.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Top to bottom. I think, it says a lot about his scheme and his game plan. And I think you're right. I think quarterback whisperer might be a pretty good way to describe it.
I think we're going to have to adopt that name for him for sure.
That would be so bad.
I think we'll end up on that note, and I'll pitch it to the break. We'll come back and do some more fun things at Shark Bites from Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. Welcome back to Island Wing on Southside Boulevard, and I got Gleeson here from the Shark staff to talk about all the stuff that's going on. We got so much happening.
We do have a lot going on over the next couple weeks.
Talk to me about it, brother.
Well, let's start talking about next Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, we have our first football field trip for middle school, elementary school, and high school kids.
Okay.
To come to the game. It's going to be educational.
Okay.
It's going to be Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning.
At 10:30 in the morning, and what's going to happen is the Sharks are going to do a scrimmage against the Savannah Steam,
The
correct?
Savannah Steam, yes, yes.
And we're bringing in all these kids to experience this, plus they're going to be doing some educational stuff alongside
There'll
it.
be some educational thing. There's going to be a lot of music. We're
This
going
is
to
the
teach.
first time you guys are doing this, right?
First time.
Not bad for a new thing to do.
Yeah.
I like it. Whose bright idea was that?
Actually, Steve and I have been talking about
Yeah.
this for the last couple of years.
That's awesome. So, what else is going to be going on?
So we're also doing one other thing. We're opening up the game to fans.
Okay.
So if fans want to come,
I hear you got some sort of front row seat special. Talk to me about that.
we have 50 front row seats, and the next two, three rows after that.
Okay.
First come, first serve. $30.
$30. front row
$30
seats.
to any fan.
Awesome. That's cheap, guys, if you didn't know.
Normally they're very expensive.
Yeah.
For $30, it's the best deal in town.
Sweet. And what else we got going on that day?
And if they don't want to sit in one of those seats, row 5 and above, it's going to be $15.
$15.
Yeah. So it's a great thing for the kids,
The whole family. Bring
the whole family, and we're going to be done by 12:30 so that the kids can get back to school.
Gotcha. So this sounds like a great day out for the family. If you could
Yes.
take the day off, go out and have a great time with everybody.
Even if you wanted to have an early lunch
Yeah, well, this.
and go see football for 2 hours.
Sure. This is the time you want to sign up as a chaperone for your kid's school.
Yes. Hey, you say that. One of our school has more chaperones than they're bringing kids.
I don't doubt it. I would probably be one of them. Okay, and then we got stuff going on the 20th. We got so many things happening.
Yeah, it's
So May 20th.
May 20th. Let me start off with its Education Appreciation Night.
Okay.
So anybody that's involved with the school systems, teachers, even down to maintenance people, guys, and even the bus
Anybody
drivers.
that's in the school system.
Anything within the school system, everyone, they and their families we're giving them 2 tickets for the price of 1.
So buy one, get one.
Buy one, get one.
Awesome. And then it's also Scout Night too, right?
Yes. Last year, we bring the Scouts every year. We have the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts on this night. We have a great deal for them where they get a ticket, $10 to spend on food or merchandise. We give them a hat, we give them a patch, and we're doing a lot of fun things for them before and after the game.
Awesome. And then last but not least, we got the player cards.
Oh, we got these.
Talk to me about these player cards, because this is brand new as well to this season.
Yes. Every game, we have 3 player cards with a player and just some good personal information about them on the back. And and they change every game. So the first 1,000 kids that come to the game, they get a set of 3 player cards. So collect them throughout the season.
Now here's something else that's cool about these cards. There's an app that goes with this that way when you put the app on the card, it actually comes to life and the player talks to you, which is pretty cool.
Which is cool. It was really good.
So all these things are great things, and I hope that we're going to keep innovating and keep doing things, because that's the thing that sets the Sharks apart from every other team in the league.
That's true. They say we're the New York Yankees of arena football.
And it's absolutely true.
It's true.
I think we'll just take this one over to the break and see what comes up next. What do you think?
Thanks, Joe. Yes, please.
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back, and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back to Island Wings. You got your fan club.
I guess, yeah. Bob fan club.
So we thought we'd try something new here and bring a fan in to help me out with these interviews. And I think this is perfect because you know him way better than I do.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you the first question.
Okay. So what is your biggest surprise about arena football in Jacksonville?
I think the biggest surprise, I think would have to be the fans. I mean, you know, my first game was West Texas. There was barely anybody there.
Oh, I know, that was
And
crazy.
then we come home, and you know, we had what, almost like 9,000,
Yeah.
like 9,000 fans that first game. So that was definitely
little
the
bit of a
biggest.
difference,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was the biggest difference. And then also just like the arena game. And, you know, learning not to fall on the turf and things like that. So, yeah.
Learning not to fall.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's a little bit different because you were out in Seattle with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So I know we're not that loud, but we're a pretty good fan base too.
Yeah, no, I would even this past week in Orlando. I think playing against Orlando, it was definitely loud. You know, they jumped us off sides a couple times. They couldn't hear. So yeah, no, it definitely gets loud, and being enclosed like that, the sound definitely echoes. So it's a good atmosphere.
And you have a cooking show, right?
Yeah, yes, I do.
What is your favorite thing to cook?
Now you got my interest.
I don't know. It depends on the mood. I think what I do last night. So David Gilbert, he's always with me. So he's been requesting tostados. So I did surf and turf tostados. Did the shrimp and steak. And it was some Florida. So it was Florida raised and Florida butchered ribeyes.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, Houston Meats, shout out Houston Meats, they gave me these ribeyes. And so, yeah, we cooked that up. So that's what, I've been doing a lot of dishes by request as a
By
like,
request.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask this question. I'm sorry, I'm jumping in on. I'm hurting in on you. But is food what you're looking to do after football?
Yeah, so I've already promised to go on River City Live after the season, and I'll be cooking monthly on River City Live.
Awesome.
Creating dishes and things like that, and then.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have YouTube, the JR Network, so that's where I've been traveling the world and then cooking with different chefs, their top 3 dishes in restaurants, and then now I recently started cooking with companies, so like currently this season doing Starfrit products, got the smokeless grill, some blender products.
That's awesome.
So yeah, just having fun.
It's good to have a plan after football because you never know when this ends.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun and it's going well.
Yeah. All right, Bob, it's back to you.
So what was the biggest adjustment coming from the outside game, from when you were with the Seahawks and you're playing in the NFL, or you played an NFC Championship game, coming to arena? Is it the speed, the shorter field, or the Iron Man roles?
I think the Iron Man honestly suits me because I've played both sides of the ball. I think that adjusting to, like I was saying, adjusting to being inside, like some of the plays I've had in recent weeks, like the scramble with Cato, I could have easily just shoved him into the boards, but thinking outdoor game, you got to tackle somebody and sack them. So I think that's like the biggest adjustment is when I'm playing close to the boards, I don't actually have to physically make a play. I could just throw somebody into the boards. So I think
And you told me earlier when we were over there eating that you actually like the Iron Man. You like playing both ways.
Yeah. It's fun. I've played both positions now for a considerable time.
Sure.
So it's fun, and also for me, it's like a challenge every week to bring back
To
some
stay
more
on
of the
your game.
defense. Yeah. So. And learn and getting, and then also to see like certain defensive instincts coming back.
Sure.
It's a lot of fun. So.
Well, what do you think about this, Bob? Is this a good idea to bring fans in?
I think it is, man. We should pack this place in red. We need to pack it.
Yeah.
We need to pack the tank when we're back in 2 weeks. May 20th against the defending champs.
Yeah.
You know, we want to pack the tank, give these players some help.
I'll tell you what, show up Tuesday nights. We're going to start recording at 7, and you might be sitting right here in this spot. How about that?
We're ready for battle for ourselves and for you. A season of excitement and fun with the Sharks is here. We're prepared. Now it's fins up in the Shark Tank, leaving it all on the field. And it's you, our fans, who give us the strength to fight for victory. And our final goal, your Jacksonville Sharks are back. and they're chasing a ship. Get your tickets today.
Oh my. Hey Kelsey, did you know that there are sharks in the jungle?
Really? I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, it will be May 20th when the Sharks take on the Albany Empire for Jungle Night.
It's going to be wild, so make sure you dress up. Get your tickets now. Call our ticket team at 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com.
He's so good. Here we are at Island Wings, Southside Boulevard, Coach. I want to wrap this up. First, let's talk about where we stand in the league.
Right now, at the standings, you got, Gunslingers are number 1. I think Carolina 2-1, Fayetteville 2-1, 2-3. We're sitting in 4th at 2-2. Albany behind that at 1-2, and then you got Orlando and West Texas kind of bringing up the rear. So, it's not ideal. It's a very long season.
Yeah. Let's look forward then.
I just said it's a long season. I was on the team one time. We were 8-2. We finished the season 9-7. Injuries, you just never know.
Oh yeah, sure.
And it's pro football. So the good thing about that is, as you saw last week, anybody can win. I told somebody, I went to Sawgrass and played golf and shot a 119, but I parred 17. Doesn't mean I'm a good golfer.
No, you got lucky.
I got lucky. You read that for what you want to read it.
Sure.
So
a beautiful hole.
Yeah, beautiful hole, great place. So not where we want to be. It's a very long season. There's a lot of season in front of us. If we get guys healthy, come off the injury bug, play Shark football, we're fine. I'm not worried about it before.
So Albany tickets?
Albany tickets, May 20th. It's a big game.
Yeah.
You can get the tickets at 904-621-0700. Call the Sharks office for tickets. Saturday night game, going to be rocking. Can't wait. Need to get that home win in the Shark Tank, man. We got to get it done.
What's your challenge with Albany?
Well, they
What's
changed.
the matchup look like?
They've done a big, huge personnel roster change. A lot of changes, and that's hard. Albany, Orlando kind of did the same thing.
Yeah, it's a whole new team.
Whole new team, new plays. So you're not really sure what you're prepared for, but yet they have film on us.
Right.
So that'll be the challenge. But they're a good team. They're the defending champs. They got a good coaching staff. They'll come in ready to play.
All right, cool. Well, I tell you what, I want to wrap it up and say, come join us here at Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. We're filming at 7 o'clock. Who knows, you might end up on camera asking some questions just like our guys did today. We do a giveaway every week as well, so you get some great gear. And then, great food, obviously.
Great food. Players are here.
A lot of interaction going on. We got players, coaches. Sometimes we even have some of the dancers here, so a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you guys again next week.
Go Sharks.